Hey guys, it's Caroline Grace, and today I want to talk about getting inspiration for characters from real life people. So a lot of writers' advice is to write what you know. As someone who's pretty young, a lot of my experience is my friends. A lot of the inspiration I take from my books comes from my friends and my peers around me in school. One of the ways in which I use this is I take my friends and I put their different characteristics into my friends. And I can do that for a lot of my characters because, again, a lot of the inspiration I get for my characters comes from my friends. So I always get the question of like, oh, can you write me into one of your books? And it's like, I kind of already have. Like, if you've played any sort of role in my life, you're in my books in some capacity. So, for example, with one of my characters, Evie, I took her appearance from Friend A, primarily from Friend A, and then I took elements of her character, like her relationship with my main character Iz, or her relationship with Dean from other friends. I took her compassion from a friend. I took her genius from a friend. So I take all these elements from different people I know and see what fits with her. Most of the time I feel like it's not like a conscious decision to choose people I know and put aspects of them into my characters, but it's something I do just kind of on instinct. So I feel like I primarily use like my friends as inspiration at the beginning of the character creation process when I'm first starting, and as I write more with the character and the character grows, they kind of separate themselves from my friends and the people I know, but there's always still that little part of them that I can be like, oh yeah, that relates back to this friend. That is inspired by this friend, no matter how much they grow. So part of what's really cool about this process is that it's kind of like a reciprocal thing. So when I'm writing and I notice elements of my characters that my friends have too, that my friends share, I then start to notice those elements in my friends more and appreciate them more in my friends. And I feel like it makes our friendship stronger, and it's a really nice thing to be picking up on, and it's a really cool part of being an author that I didn't realize would happen. And I feel like the same holds true for my evil characters, my bad characters. They're also based on people I know in real life, and they're not necessarily based on people I know who are bad. I take elements of my friends and include them in my bad characters because it helps it helps humanize the characters and make them more relatable, which I feel like is the scariest type of villain, the villain who you can see like, oh, they're human too. I understand where they're coming from. So even though the characters are fictional, they're still rooted in reality, and I think that's part of what I really love about my characters in particular, is that I can still see those ties to the people I know and love. There are some hazards in using real-life people as inspiration for your characters. You do not want to rely solely on one person to create your character, because then, you know, it's pretty easy to spot who the character was based off of, and they might get offended or mad at you based on how you portrayed them. So to use a blend of people, as an author, it's pretty important that I have friends who have all different life experiences, because I have just lived my single life experience, so to get to talk to other people and hear their point of view and their side of things and what they've been through is really important for character development, because then I can draw elements from other people's lives, because if I just wrote about what I'd lived through, it would be pretty boring after a while. So in summary, one of the ways that I get inspiration is from my friends, but again, I am not an expert, so please make sure to leave what you guys do to get inspiration for characters down below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.